What's happening, everyone? So, I need to tell y'all about how I just got in from changing my oil, right? My previous video, I told y'all I was changing my oil, right? I was in line changing my oil. Bored, had to talk to my people, talk to y'all, whatever. In the midst of me getting my oil changed, I was fed some information that was confirmation as to how good God is in my life. I said, when I get home, I gotta tell some, because I couldn't even get back online and tell y'all while I was driving, right? This place was so far away from my house. But I had knowledge of going there because I thought that my oil change was going to be cheap due to previous experiences. So what I mean by that is, right, I get there and and this place is called Valvoline instant oil change, Valvoline. Maybe it's Maybelline. So I get there and it's two lines. It's two lines that you could get in, right? I'm already pressed for time. I'm like, ugh, it's two cars in front of me, but the other line got three cars, and I'm the fifth person to get in either line. So I'm like, am I chancing it? I need to get back a certain time, but something says, stay right here. Stay. Because I had oil in my car. So I was thinking like maybe I could top it off, but my car said, this is how I knew I needed oil change ASAP. My car, when I would get in to start my car, it would say oil change soon, required soon. And then they'll go back to the home screen, right? So soon, we don't know what soon is. I got time. This particular time, as of a couple days ago, it said oil change required, maintenance required. And it did not leave the home screen did not come back to show me how many miles I got on my gas. The helpful things that your home screen say, the degrees, the time. Mine's is the wrong time, but So I know I'm like, I got this oil in my car. I could top it off, take my kids to and from, come back, do my thing. But today, something said, no, go to this place because it's a little on the cheap side. And you just save the oil you got in the car for another time. Again, fast forward, I'm in this line and something say stay. So I stay. The people are very pleasant, which helped me further stay, because I'm like, they so nice. Everything going so smooth. The line moving. So the two lines was going into two doors, two gates that will open and close. When they servicing, it's closed. When it's your turn, it open, right? But when I got to the front of the line, I was advised to go to a third, all the way on the far left. I was advised to go to the third door on the far left that wasn't even a part of the two lines. And so I get over there, and it's this really nice guy. He's, introducing himself, very professional. And he's like, he gets to the point where he like, have you been here before? I said, I have not, but my car has. He said, come again? I have not, but my car has. Are you asking to see if my car has history here? He said, yeah. I said, my car been here, but I have not. So he get it in the system. I said, matter of fact, the sticker is up there. You know how they put the sticker at the end? I said, that's the sticker from the last time it was here, a couple months ago. So, but that indicated, the couple months ago, the sticker indicated my next oil change, which was a couple months ago, the date. But the oil change was done months prior to that. But they give you a date that's fast forward, and fast forward, it was due in October. What's this, December? Yeah, so it was due October. So I'm already late. So he look it up and he point to the name. He like, is this the person that was bringing your car? I said, yeah. He said, okay. So he said, listen, you see how on the screen that come up for your car, it gives me the standard oils that's for your car. It's two of them, right? I said, yeah. He said, you see the car next to you? Nice Cadillac. big, sitting, right? He said her car might have 3 standard oils that's needed for her car, required. You got 2, right? You see that? He said, I said, yeah. He said, neither one of these oils was used on your car the last couple times that this car was serviced here. I said, come again? What are you saying? He said the oil that is required for your car was not the oil that was requested for your car. So this person on this screen requested, even though he knew that these 2 oils was the only one to suffice for your car, meaning it's either this or you keep it pushing. Or like the person did when they was here, they requested the cheapest oil that's not on the screen that we service. So they pressed for the cheapest oil, whether it was, you know, under whatever circumstances, but it was multiple times. So I'm telling you that this person knew that the cheap oil would potentially mess up your engine. So I'm taking it in and I'm like, you know, I'm fading the black, but I'm listening. So he like, the engine don't, the oil that, you ain't come here to get this oil, this cheap oil, did you? I said, no. I was under the impression that the oil change was cheap because of the time. So this place, like, they'll do it in 15 minutes. I was matching the time with the price, like, oh, we do it, the labor so quick that it's at a discounted price somehow. I didn't think that came with, you know, oh, by the way, we use cheap, like the oil is cheap because we just know how to maneuver around, you know, cars that need high price oil. Y'all following me? So he like, yeah, I wouldn't recommend you get that same oil if that's why you here. I said, sir, that's not why I'm here. I just told you why I was here, that I was on a budget, and this is how much I bought to get my oil change. So he said, okay, I just want you to know that that person knew this and they still decided to get your oil. I said, well, you could take that person's name out because I don't even deal with that person. And, you know, so he gladly wiped the name out. He said, but let me ask you, do you have the same last name? I could at least leave the letter. I said, no, I do not. I'm a Jackson. That Jackson. You know, Vanessa. So he like, all right, can you confirm your address? Before I get there, right, I started like tuning him out because I'm really trying to understand why this person would sabotage my car to the point where you wanted me to think you was doing something for me and ours, but you sabotage the vehicle that could have got us all stuck, like, you know, make it make sense. The vehicle. And so I'm tuning him out because now I'm playing back all the other times I was sabotaged by this person. I'm just like in deep thought, like, wow. And I'm here today, and God, this is why you got me here, to understand the goodness in my life from. So I'm in deep thought. I'm tuning them out, and I'm just looking at the dash, like, looking like, what else? Is anything? Nothing is wrong. I got here. I made it here. I made it through all the months with this cheap oil. And I'm just I'm trying to process it. Because this one thing out of however many I don't know, I didn't catch, but God brought it to my attention anyway. So he like, ma'am, yes. Can you confirm your address? I say, you know what? Something said, before you tell him your new address, look at the old address, right? In Philadelphia, I used to live off of Lime Kiln Pike in Medary, right? Medary is spelled Medary. I think it's Avenue. This person put in the, because one thing you gonna question, like, okay, you use cheap oil, you try to get around. You knew it was wrong. Like, benefit of the doubt person to keep be like, what up? Let's find the worst intention in it, right? Benefit of the doubt. The address got my street numbers correct, but the street name is wrong. I just said I lived off of Limekiln and Maderi. Limekiln Pike was my street. This person put the numbers Dairy Street, Deary Street. How did, God is so good that how did the system not register that this was a fake address? It was just like a profile. It wasn't no thing that would register the address and confirm like, okay, it was just for documentation's sake. And it was there in the files, kept for me to see. Before I gave him my address, something said, look at the screen. I said, sir, that's not even I got a new address, but that ain't even my old address. So if you question, hey, dang, he went the cheap route. But then why would you lie about the address where you was at? Your name is correct. Why would you lie about the address? So everything just looking like, praise God. He like, ma'am, why would this person do this? He like, why? He like, you saying that. First, I'm telling you, yes, he knew what he was doing. Now the address, I said, you know what? I said, sir, I shared 4 kids with this person. 4 kids. Out of all of the sabotage, it was meant for me to be here today. God was bringing it to my attention about the damage. It's holiday season, Christmas time about to come. Who's to say something fast forward was about to knock me backwards? Oh, you want to see the kids for the holidays. What if I was to get a mediator or something and just try to, be level-headed for the kids, but at the same time, I don't even know how that would happen because I got death threats on my voicemail from this person. So I don't even understand why. I don't even know why or what could have transpired in the future where we would have crossed paths for the sake of the kids. But God brought it to my attention that if it was anything going to change, girl, you better not go. You better not do it. Because look at here. Look at this person. I said, wow. But I'm playing it back again like sabotage. This moment, that moment. I just looked on my credit last month and they got a car in my name. We not together. Don't even live with each other. Wasn't living with each other when he got the car. And it somehow was in my name. When I asked him about it, I just put your name on my insurance. Sir, your insurance is not going to pop up on my credit. The car is not going to pop up on my credit as if it's mine. So like I'm trying to process what's in real time, but the past is running through my mind like a file cabinet. Cause I'm pinpointing all the times that I've been sabotaged by this person. And you mean to tell me that they was getting the wrong oil in my car? So I said, sir, God is so good, because he talking to me. He like, you don't got no brothers. I said, I'm the only child. He said, oh, that's why they did you like that. That's why they had you like they had you. They had you in a bubble. I said, for sure. Looking back, for sure. Once they saw a detachment with me and my family, for sure. But my car? That's how everybody get around. Like, what type time? And God is so good, once again, that my car did not fail me. In the midst of it all, it did not fail me. Because God is bigger, right? He saw it for what it was, and he brought it to my attention. So, the God doing his job at this point. And I'm actually, just still trying to process everything. They putting the oil in. They talking to me about the things that could be added on, filters, tires, stuff. And I'm just in the full heaviness in the presence of God in my life, because I'm just, although it sounds so bad and overwhelming, it could have took me back. I could have tried to contact this person, cuss him out, anything. I was in stillness of the greatness of God and his goodness over my life. So I'm making this video not only because I needed to pause the programming. We gonna get back to regularly scheduled programming after this, you know. But if it's somebody out there that gives control of something you got for yourself, you earned for yourself, if you give that control to somebody else, I'm here to tell you, don't do it. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't have the thing that you possess, you know. The thing you work so hard to possess, they don't have it. So it's one thing to be like, all right, take somebody to the card place with you, right? That makes sense. You know, make sure they're not getting over, make sure they're not getting under. But at the same time, if you use your mind to get the thing, you're going to be able to maintain the thing with that same mind. So half the time, that's not even true. It's understandable, but it's not required. You got the mind. You had the mind to go get it. Your vehicle, your house, whatever. Why you need somebody to tell you, oh, let me go get the thing done for you? And when it was done to me, it was like this person was doing so wrong in the household. It was like the little things that they can make up for. Oh, let me go do this for you. Let me do that, because it looked like it benefit everybody, right? Let me go get the oil change. Whole time, you still sabotaging everybody. But God is so good that he brought it to my attention. Like I said, I could have topped my car off with more oil. I could have put it off. I could have even just like, oh, I'm gonna make sure distance is not even go nowhere far. Like, it was meant for me to be in that place, in that space, in that time. And I only went to that location. This is a franchise. I went to that specific location because they so spread out that was the closest one to me in Philadelphia. And not only, that was the one where I knew my car to go from previous experience. I never went there with the person. But again, when that person was doing so bad and they had to figure out, how do I get back in this person's good graces? Oh, I can do this. Ladies, gentlemen, you do not have to give control to somebody in order to make them feel like they doing right by their family, by their friends, by themselves, by taking something that you earned for yourself and maintaining it. But Vanessa, that was you. Yes, it was me. And that's why I am here to tell you, don't do it. Do not do it. Y'all, that was so crazy. You know, and another, you know, I'm getting old. And another incident, like, you know, that I related to personally, you know, on TikTok per se, you know, that the controversy and everything, there was a big thing where this couple was on the map. They was trending because one person was supposed to be handling the bills and the other was supposed to be, you know, they had their roles. But the one person had their bills, had the bill, they, you know, they was in control of the rent and stuff like that. They ended up getting evicted because that person was not really doing what they were supposed to do. That happened to me. I had an apartment before I had any house. I had an apartment. And this person was in jail at the time when I got the apartment. Came out, I said, man, it's rough out here. Do you want to go, you know, do you want to get your own before we blend? And we only had one kid at the time. Oh, no, you know, whatever I make the dish out, that's supposed to go to my family. That's supposed to go to one household, not where I'm at. And then I don't have enough to pour into y'all. I'm like, you sure? Because it's rough out here. Like, I was paying $850 a month It was rough. You got an apartment, car, you know, things like that. It get rough. So they like, no, I'm good. You know, I think I got it. Trusted them, right? Months on in, at some point they say, hey, let me take over the rent. You don't got to contact the lady no more. You don't got to email nobody. 3 months go by. I got an eviction notice on my door. Sir, where did this come from? Eviction notice on my door because you wasn't really paying no rent. That happened to me. When I seen that trending, I was like, oh my God, that happened to me. Now, it might not have been in the same time span. I think they went through like a longer John. They had a mortgage, whatever, you know. This was rent, hardcore rent. Due to who? Landlord. And you know, like, the signs today are greater than they are when I was, you know, my intentions. This is why I thank God, and I'm not mad, and I don't have no regrets, because I still to this day believe in love, right? My intentions was so good. I met this person at 17. I'm 31. My intentions was so good. From that point on, I saw it to the end. Thank God. I saw it to the end. I didn't put this person down for what they didn't have. I was there to pick up the lack, which I shouldn't have, but I saw it to the end because my intentions was good. I've seen a husband and wife where the husband lost the job, and my alarm went off. I seen where a husband lost a job and a wife had to pick up his slack, and that was like, you know, for a couple months, but they were able to do it. It was done. You know, so I had the notions, even though I came from a single parent home, you know, I had the notions in my mind to know what love is, to know what give and take is. You know, I still believe in love. I had good intentions, and I saw this relationship through. So I'm not mad. The fact that they took advantage of me, you know, whatever, they somebody else's problem now. My intentions don't change. I don't change, because my awareness now will get me the spouse that is meant for me based off my awareness. You understand? This ain't no pity party. This is me simply telling y'all from when I just talked to y'all in that last video. That's what happened to me, and I had to. The God is so good that I had to spread this word, because it's not about, you know, this could be happening to somebody that just don't know what's going on. They full of love, they full of good intentions, just like I was, and that person is just being so conniving and sabotaging behind your back. So yeah, when I let that person go and everything came to a head, yeah, they got death threats and all that, because you trying to figure out how you lost grip. How did you lose grip of something so good that you had? So I'm not mad. I'm not mad. That person stalked my socials to this day. I got emails to this day. How you on my socials putting hearts and stuff? How you on my emails talking about, man, I can't wait to see the kids acting normal, regular, charming, but you just was threatening my life. Which one is it? So now my awareness says, oh, they just trying to lure you back in so they could finish you off. Listen, it's no pity party here. I won't change. My intentions are still good. When you see a relationship through, you know, don't go into that don't mean you go into a relationship like, you know, you look for your red flags, but you still let your true self shine. Let your true self shine, because it's important. Like we you know, we shouldn't just, if you got to look at somebody sideways twice, what you in a relationship for? I operated out of the mindset, being so young, meeting this person and carrying through, loyalty, all of that, whatever. Problems, issues arise, fall, whatever. Cheat, infidelities, financial issues, financial struggles, whatever. But when you see it through and let God have the last say so in a relationship, that's what I did. God had the last say so, and when it was getting too deep, too fast, he removed that person out of my life. And I'm so grateful, but that's what I found out today. Although this person is not in my life, I have custody of my kids. God spent the block for me to show me, listen, I had part in bringing you down so low that you could be uplifted in my name. Now go tell my people what I did for you. Amen. That's what happened to me today. So, we gonna get back to our regularly scheduled program now. Cause today, Monday, we gotta do our food prep. We gotta do food prep. But if it's anybody out here that could take this information and apply it to their own situation, God forbid, I'm telling you, don't let nobody take control over the things you earn for yourself. Standards in life. You go get your license. That person may not have a license. That don't mean that you owe them their car. That don't mean, you can have sympathy. Oh, but if you don't want to take the resources I gave you, I just told you and showed you how I got it. Why you don't want to get it? Why you rather drive mine? Today, this is my mind today. Back then it wasn't. Listen, y'all. Take heed to what I just said. And that's only part. Like that's one part in the whole testimony in itself. But that's what I found out today, and I had to share that with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this. I hope you could take something from it. If you're young, you're not in a relationship, I hope this is a good warning for you. If you are in a relationship, you can relate. Or if you was in a relationship that you can relate, comment down below. Let me know what's going on. Like, did you make it out? So I was coming in here to start my work. I said, I gotta tell these people, I gotta tell my supporters, most importantly, what I went through today. And it sounds bad, but it was good. It worked out good for me. The knowledge that I gained, it worked out good for me. I'm so grateful, even more to God. He's lifted me up in his name, and with that, you guys, I will see you in the next video. You guys have a good Monday. This is a chaotic start for my week, but it's also like overwhelmingly good, so I will see you all in the next video, and stay safe out here.